We're then going to have a look at some questions in context. So imagine we wanted to count how many matchsticks are in this problem. In the first problem, we can count 7 matchsticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one at the top is slightly hidden. The next one, when we add it on, we're adding on an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the original 7. And again, we keep adding 5 each time. So we know the sequence is to do with 5n. If we wrote down the 5 times table and ask ourselves how we get from the bottom to the top, it's adding 2. So the sequence is going to be the 5 times table, which is 5n, plus an additional 2. So if you were asked to find the nth term of this sequence of matchsticks, it would be 5n plus 2. Very similar this one, we can count 3 triangular sticks, and then we're adding on an extra 2, which are these 2, and then we're adding on an extra 2, which is these 2. So it starts at 3 going up in 2s. So obviously if we're going up in 2s, it's going to be the 2 times table. And then we're going to ask ourselves, how do we get from 2 to the original? Well, we obviously add 1. Next thing we're going to have a look at is some special kinds of sequences called quadratic sequences. Now, we've looked at the quadratic sequences before, but today we're going to do something a little bit more complicated. So for example, we have already learnt about the quadratic sequence, which is when we've got square numbers: 1 times 1, 2 times 2, 3 times 3, 4 times 4, 5 times 5, 6 times 6, 7 times 7, 8 times 8. Now, if you would like a grade 6, 7 or 8 in the exam, this is the kind of thing you need to understand. So what are we going to do? Well, first of all, we're going to look at this pattern, and we can see that to get from 2 to 5, we add 3, then we add 5, then we add 7, then we add 9. So we're adding 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. You can see this is not a constant difference. So in M2, we're going to call this an n squared sequence, and it's going to be 1n squared in this course. The reason why is because it's very similar to this. Now we just ask ourselves again, how do we get from the bottom line to the top line? It's very simple. We just add 1. 1 to 2 is add 1. 4 to 5 is add 1. 9 to 10 is add 1. 16 to 17 is add 1. Because we're comparing the rows. So the rule is n squared plus